How you going, everybody? Um, just wanted to chime in and say a few words. And say good day, everybody, and just make sure everyone's doing okay during this period. Uh, it's probably along with a lot of people at the moment feeling, a lot of mixed energies, and despite despite the feeling being generally really positive, um, you come across those negative feelings, and I just want to sort of touch base and just give everyone a sense of how I've been moving through those things, and basically just some words of advice potentially, and more just making sure you guys understand that that we're all we're all layman's in this. We're all new to this whole process. We're all basically going through a whole new ascension in the body, and it's an unusual sense. We don't know what to expect, and we're feeling alone. We're feeling separated to some degree from a lot of people, and it can be a challenging time, for us to sort of go through. So the energies at the moment, um, to me, feel a little bit sort of wishy-washy. And what I mean by that is it's sort of coming in lots of waves, good and bad, and you might be getting a sense of that yourselves. And what I'm finding that helps me the most is to really sit with that, recognize those feelings coming through, those strange sort of, um, could be anxieties, it could be, there could be this joy as well. I've been getting everything, elation. I've been getting, freedom, and certainly that's been an interesting ride. I love the freedom feeling. I have to admit, I'm sure most of us do, and when that does wash over me, I really feel a sense of calm and being more in touch with oneness, and that's been a really amazing you know experience or feeling to have. So I think it's important that to recognize those when they come, and it could be only a fleeting thing. For me, it's not like it's a constant feeling. Um, I find that it's certainly something that comes and goes, but it's important, I'm finding, to hang on to that feeling and recognize it. Um, I think it's, for me personally, I try to, imagine that feeling again when I do find those moments of anxiety or stress, and unsurety. Uh, and I try to bring those feelings to the fore and have that be you know, my constant vibration, and energy. So I think if you guys, are certainly in that position, I'm sure you are. I think there's a lot there's a lot of sort of movement at the moment. So um, I just think it's important that you guys can try and recognize and understand that that's happening, and more importantly, recognize it within yourself. Identify those feelings and just let them flow through. And it's something that I've had to learn, and I'm still learning, and everyone will never stop learning. But in this physical reality, it's such a new experience to sort of go through these emotions, and that's why we're here to experience that. Um, because we, as light beings, it's just the oneness of love and light. We come to Earth, we come to this realm, we come into these bodies to have all these experience these different emotions. So it's important that we embrace them as much as we want to reject them. You know. And that's something I've been learning, and it's amazing when you recognize that and you decide to just, basically let those feelings flow through, let them flow out, and come back to that state of calmness. And it takes time to develop that skill, I think, and I'm not certainly there yet, but it's more being in practice of that is the main thing, and understanding that we certainly have um, you know, a long way to go in this journey. Something that, yeah. So I just wanted to sort of just touch base with you all, and just it's I think it's an important thing going on at the moment for all of us, and some may still not be experiencing that just yet, but they certainly, it's certainly coming if you haven't. But having had that experience and been experiencing it the last sort of, solidly the last 18 months, 2 years, I can honestly say I didn't recognise the early days, and it was sending me into a more depressive state. I was sort of more hanging on to those bad feelings, because it's just what we do as humans. We tend to gravitate towards the negative, sadly, and that's the challenge. And that's that's the world we live in. We've been programmed to really sort of hang on to those negative thoughts and feelings, and that's our safe place. And it's like, I'm not good enough. I'm certainly not. I can't make a difference in this world. And that's something that ate away at me for years, and it still does. I want to say it doesn't. It's certainly something that I've been trying to definitely curb, and be more in touch with the positive side of life, despite the negatives around us. And that's where our vibration, raising our vibration, comes into that. And as we develop that, and as we tune into that, and as we basically go through the process of refining that, that's how our vibrations will rise. If anyone's really wondering how they can make that change in their life, that's what it's really about. It's a state of mind, to be in that high vibrative state. So that's our challenge as humanity at the moment. And I think individually as well as collectively, obviously. But I think I think if we can, if we really understand that's what's going on here, and that's the challenge I think we find. It starts with ourselves. That's the difference we can make. On an individual basis, and we can have that impact. And it might seem small to you, but if we have that positive thought, that positive change, that positive thinking, it resonates. It expands. Just like the picture below, behind me, essentially, it's the love vibration just resonates. It just it just encompasses all, and it hits people around you. And it's important that you understand that can have an effect on people around you without you even knowing it, without them even knowing it. And they've kept that resonance, that torus of ours, very very limited in a fear state, and that doesn't that keeps us alone, that keeps us disconnected, and it's not our natural state, although we feel we've been conditioned to believe it is a natural state. So we have a lot of work to do, basically, and it's important. It's like it's an old saying, but the journey of 1,000 miles starts with that first step, and it really does. It's like it's nothing can be a truer statement. It's that first step is the hardest one to make, and been down that road a few times with addictions and so forth, and it's a tough one. It's stepping out of your comfort zone 9 times out of 10, and that's where life begins, and life that's where your passions lie. That's where your life is outside those comfort zones that you've made for yourself. So I just encourage everyone to sort of really think about um, how they're holding their light, their energy. If you can really just focus on those feelings, it doesn't have to be all of them, but you just be aware of them coming through and just recognize what's triggering those particular feelings, and then just see how you go with regards to just letting that flow through you. And it won't happen overnight, believe me. um, it's it's really hard to sort of let those things go, but it can be a case of what I've found for me personally is if I find myself in a situation that's making me angry, for instance, which is quite a common one for us here, is I will take my weight to remove myself from the situation as soon as I can, and and go outside, or it could be just getting some space and just breathing. Breathing is an amazing way to just really bring your hone your energies in, and just calm yourself down and come back to center, um, and clear all that BS out of your head. So I really encourage a lot of breath work, and again, something I'm not practicing all the time, but I'm certainly aware of, and I'm making use of it when I do, when I can, and feel the need. So it's as to is grounding, very important. Get that, let that energy flow out of you any way you can. Take the shoes off, get in the dirt for 10 minutes, and breathe. It's amazing how simple it can be, and I know that's not easy to do in this environment. They've made it very difficult. They've basically taken nature away. They've taken the ease of that away from us. But they're just simple practices that we can do. That seem ineffective on the surface, but they're incredibly powerful, for us as humans to sort of allow this crap to flow through and out of us as quickly as possible. So yeah, I just wanted to sort of chime in and say hi. It's been a little while since I've gotten on, and it's the first time I've really done this, to be honest. And I just felt the need to do it. It's just I think again it's like getting us out of our comfort zone. I think it's important, and doing this for me is certainly getting out of that comfort zone. I think it's important that we lead by example, and I've been given an amazing opportunity to have a voice, and for years and years and years, I wallowed away in myself, self disbelief, and and an opportunity came to to meet some incredible people, and have a voice in this community. And it's certainly something I'm not taking for granted. And I think it's you people are an amazing, just amazing human beings to even be on this journey, to be awake at this stage. I think it's incredible that you're doing what you're doing. Just know that we're all here. We're all going through this. We're all together. It's going to be a tough process, and some of you may not have experienced the toughest moments of that process for now, uh, and some of you probably have, and you're coming out into that light at the end of the tunnel. But just know that we're all here to help. Help each other, and I think it's important that we recognise that. And I mean, we're all the same. I'm just a layman here explaining my experiences and my what I've learned from a layman's perspective. And I don't claim to be anyone special or anything like that, but I think that's what's important. That we just we're all just look at ourselves as the average Joe, and what can I do? But we can do a lot. We really can. It's amazing how much of an impression we can have on people, and and it's just about putting yourself out there and having confidence in you know in your knowledge, and having the confidence in your abilities to have an impact on people. That's the road I feel like I'm on at the moment, and I think we all own that road. If we're in this awakening journey, that's what we're here to do, is walk that path together, and take along as many souls as we can, and help as many people as we can, you know, awaken to what's going on. So I just want to thank you all for your support, and your encouragement, and your love, and your light. Um, since I decided to make that step forward and take that step out of my comfort zone, and I just wanted to make this short video in appreciation, um, for all that, and I think you guys are doing an amazing job. So hopefully I'll do a few more short videos. Who knows how this will go? I'll probably it's something it's a great outlet for me, regardless, as is the channel. It's been a great outlet for me, and again, everything works in stages and waves, and I feel this is another step for me going forward, and who knows where it's going to go from here. But I think it's important that you know we don't have fear in doing these things, and that's an important lesson for us, and that's one thing I've learned with all the steps I've made over this journey is, fear it's an illusion. It really is, and the universe does reward you for stepping outside that, and and it has for me on recently, and certainly throughout my life as I look back. But every time I stepped out of that comfort zone, it led me down the path of being more complete and more happy, and I think that's just a small lesson we can all just certainly take with us. But yeah, thank you for all your support again, and I will I'll be looking forward to seeing you guys all soon, in our group chats. But hopefully I'll be doing a few more of these sort of solo efforts, and who knows from here, as far as passing on what I've learnt, from a basic layman's perspective, and you know helping to answer any questions potentially people might have. Hopefully I can answer them, if not, I can certainly source answers through my amazing community that I've been had the pleasure of being a part of. So thank you again, and have a great day, great evening, wherever you are in the world. I mean, it's amazing how much we can communicate with everyone around the world now, and here in Australia, we're generally ahead of most people time wise. But I'm sure it's the evening for a lot of you, and the mornings for some. But take care. Be kind to each other. Just hang in there, and just remember to be the best you can be, even if it's just on a small level. And I think that'll be the most impact you can have on everyone going forward, and the collective, more importantly. But take care, and I'll see you again soon.